Welcome to the Stationary Pilgrim site, where I share some of my artistic images and my verbal musings. While many of the images I've shared up to this point have been nature scenes and particularly floral images, I'm also fascinated by the social world around me, and I've had the joy of raising two wonderful sons. This represents one of my first attempts at a portrait and was drawn when both of my sons were significantly younger than they are today. Please note this image was taken from the drawing, which is covered in glass, and so there is some reflection of the sweatshirt that I was wearing at the time. So that explains the pattern across Will's chest. These two musings today both occurred on my nature walks, particularly in at the mountain retreat center, and point to the fact that my musings are not always necessarily about my physical surroundings and the degree to which I can become enthralled and lost in the sensual aspects of nature, but also that at times the situations I'm in will trigger memories, and that's the case with both of these musings. This first one I call Mountain Ghosts. When I walk the mountains, I see them in different times and in different places. Sages. I know them from Oriental prints, stooped old men with scraggly beards, leaning on walking sticks only slightly more crooked than their backs, ugly features with eyes that speak of life. I read their words, embrace their knowledge in Taoist writings and haiku poems. The mountains offered them life's wisdom. Mountain men. I saw them in childhood movies, buckskin clothing and long rifles, full beards and rugged features, eyes sharp and clear. I sensed their reverence for nature and the Indian ways. The mountains offered them sustenance and a way of life. My father. In my memories I hold his image, younger than I am now. His walking stick beats out the rhythm of his prodding pace, hiking up the bluff, overlooking my childhood home. The mountains offered him solitude and peace from life's demands. When I walk in the mountains, I'm never alone. There are always ghosts and memories to greet me. The second musing is about my father. We had a difficult relationship, and he died when I was still relatively young. And I'd just like to note that let me read the poem, and then at the end I'll note an interesting outcome. But I call it What I Knew Could Never Be. It's taken a quarter of a lifetime for me to learn how to speak. I was not raised to have opinions. I was raised to mouth my father's words. I was raised to act proper, to be seen and not heard. Don't follow the crowd, follow me was his message. Did he really want me to follow him to hell? My spirit left home before my body. It already roamed the plains and the distant sea, driven away in search of acceptance and the wonders I knew to be. I saw my father only a handful of times in adulthood. Superior I was, but sad I felt at what I knew could never be, acceptance and understanding, a dialogue between father and son, two men, two voices. Let me mention that, this poem represented a sad fact that I had never had a chance to have that man-to-man talk with my father. But I'm happy to report, in the process of raising my two now adult sons, I've had many, many wonderful discussions with both of them, and realized that my dream has been fulfilled, although kind of a reversal of the roles, where I'm the father and having one-on-one discussions with my sons. I hope you have a pleasant day.